So, our new squad is gonna be named Death Valley, because actually someone came up with that suggestion, and I thought to myself, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense, because, well, I was actually thinking of renaming Kalahari Death Valley, because we know that, we know that that particular squad, for some reason, tends to have a lot of difficulties staying alive. Anyway, we're in a bit of a looter camp at the moment, and this is not really going to take that long, but I thought I would start here because there's actually a very interesting, as I run into the tent, great. Anyway, there's actually a very interesting change that I think has occurred. I don't know whether this was the way it was beforehand, personally. I don't think it was, but do you see in the top right, there's actually a very lengthy timer for the reinforcements. Now, I know that there was a timer beforehand, but usually it was only about 5, 10, maybe 15, 20 seconds. But this was 130, which I think is a great change. That makes things much, much more manageable in times of extreme amounts of enemies. And I think that that is really good. I think that's a great change indeed, if that is indeed a change. Maybe just because they are lower level looters or lower level enemies in general, maybe they tend to have a longer duration reinforcement timer. But that makes things so much easier, because we can actually kill the 20 enemies that are currently on the battlefield, or at least I hope we will be able to. As you can see, we're in a... yeah, I'm doing my standard fan tactic, which personally I feel like against a lower tier unit is not too bad. I think it's okay. And what we're also going to be doing is we're going to be leveling up. As you can see, I still have a level up to do from the previous episode. I decided not to do it, you know, off screen, because I kind of wanted to show you exactly what's going on with that. And also, I'm going to be, well, I know a lot of people want me to use a sniper rifle, and yeah, you know, I agree with you. Don't worry, I agree with you. No problem at all. I would love to be able to use a much longer range weapon. I think that would be really a lot of fun, because obviously I am basically utilizing my assault rifle as kind of a semi-automatic rifle anyway, and it's kind of a waste, isn't it? It's kind of a waste to have an assault rifle be used as that. So what I'm going to attempt to do, if I can, is I'm going to attempt after this level, because obviously I need to get to leadership 9 so that I can get an additional point in command, and then I can actually field a larger army on the battlefield in total. And that's obviously going to be much more, well, in my opinion, that's much more useful than me spending another point in marksmanship. Even though, yes, you know, marksmanship is very, very useful indeed. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that in general, it is going to be more useful for me to be able to field an additional, I don't know, 10, 15 units on the battlefield than it is for me to be able to kill slightly better. Even though, yeah, I am kind of really wanting to see how the sniper rifles act and things like that. But I've gotten pretty good, in my opinion. I think I've gotten pretty good with the assault rifle, and it's only because, the only reason I can't use it right now, because obviously I'm gonna want to get the best sniper rifle in the game. And you know what the best sniper rifle in the game is? That's the one from the black market. I can't remember what it's called offhand, but I know that that one is extreme damage, and it's just fantastic. It's just a great weapon overall, and I would love to be able to use that. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to use it just yet because my marksmanship skill is too low. I'm going to need 12, I think. I need 12 marksmanship. So at the moment, I have 8. And obviously, I am going to be increasing my marksmanship skill in general, just so that I can get those extra proficiency points as well, because every single point in marksmanship, you get an additional 10 proficiency. And that is very, very important, because what I've found so far, I don't know whether this is going to be changed in the future. Obviously, because Freeman is in early access, it's still in active development, very much so. It is one of those games that is going to change things as you go. You know, it's just going to continue changing things. You know that, I know that, everyone knows that. So the point is that we basically have to adapt with the times. We can't be like, oh yeah, but I'm going to spec into this because this isn't going to change. That's the thing, you don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So what I was actually referring to was our proficiency speed and how fast you actually level up your proficiencies when using a particular weapon. I have found that the proficiencies in this version of Freeman are pretty slow. They're pretty slow to level up, so that's obviously a definite thing maybe for the devs to look at. I don't know really. Personally, I feel like it's okay because you are of course going to be utilizing marksmanship if you want to use some of these more powerful weapons, and you know, eventually if you're actually using your preferred weapon type, whether that be melee, grenades, rifles, SMGs, whatever, then like me, you're probably going to have 100 in that proficiency. So if I had spec'd into rifles more, then obviously I'd be able to probably use this by now, because I'd probably be aiming for a very high marksmanship skill. But as it stands, I'm using an assault rifle for the moment, but don't worry, I am going to be buying one of these when I can use it, which is going to be another 4 levels away, unfortunately. Speaking of levels, let's level up our leadership here so we can get another point in command, and probably another point in prisoner management as well. I'm finding that prisoners are going to be very, very important for us, and I have gotten... Oh, that increases the throwing distance. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, anyway, we now have 29 in throwing, which is enough to be able to use grenades, which is great. So I'm actually just going to swap one of those out. That's really nice. Now, what I've done is I have also... I'm going to show you that in a second, actually. So what we're going to do here is I'm actually just going to level up my rifle proficiency. I've only got 18 in it, which is terrible, so there's no way I'm going to be using a sniper rifle right now. Otherwise, I have bought a sidearm. I know a lot of people have been telling me, hey, you should probably get a pistol, you know, because if you're out of ammo with your main weapon, then it's a good idea to switch to the pistol. And yeah, usually I'd be like, yes, okay, I should definitely have a sidearm, but you got to remember, I have only 8 pistol proficiency. So... and unless I'm using this from basically point blank range, I'm basically not going to get that many kills with it, if any. So you gotta take that into account. Anyway, otherwise, what I've done is I have gone to all of my FCA grenadiers and everyone that has a grenade launcher, and I've given them grenades again, because apparently someone told me that they can't use the grenade launcher unless they have an actual grenade. Now, I'm not entirely sure whether that's correct, because I would have assumed that the grenade launcher would would launch smaller grenades, because these grenades are pretty big, you know, they're pretty big, so I don't know. Maybe that's the way it is, maybe it isn't, I don't really know, but I'm gonna err on the side of caution here, and I've basically just given a grenade to each of them, and I'm actually gonna just give this guy a medkit instead of his night vision goggles. There we go. Alright, so that's pretty awesome. And I cleared out one of these looter camps because I didn't want a looter camp going over to Zinkov and being like, oh, we're gonna take it, you know, that would be pretty awful. Anyway, we're gonna go to the lumber mill here, we're gonna pick up some wood. There's also something that I should mention. There is a companion in Zinkov, and thanks to those of you, by the way, that reminded me about the companion, and also those of you that gave me suggestions on names. I very much appreciate that, and there are a bunch of them that I will probably be using in the future, so don't worry, if your selection was not chosen right now, I'm probably going to be using it in the future with the new squads and things like that. I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, let's go and see what's actually going on here. This is exactly the reason why I wanted to eliminate those looters, because they are now being very annoying indeed, aren't they? Okay, so let's go in here, see what's actually going on. These guys, there's literally 18 of them. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest, that they decided to do this, but oh well, never mind. Now I can field 58 on the battlefield, which means that I can field every single squad of mine except Death Valley, which I think is pretty amazing. So what we're going to do, once again, standard fan position, and you're not going to have to watch this. Alright, so thankfully we were able to take out the bandits there. We got about 13,000 for that, which is it's not too bad, you know, so it's okay. I don't really mind that too much. Now let's go in here, see what we can actually build, because I think we might want to build something that is going to increase our security. That's the thing. I want security, but I also want to get other things. Like, I want to get the Iron Factory, obviously, and... okay, I guess we're going to have to get the Iron Factory. I think that's going to be just way too good for us. And I guess we'll get the bank. Actually, wait, maybe not the bank. We can't get the police station anymore, but that's okay, because I think then what we can do instead is maybe we can go for something like the large barracks. Yeah, let's go for the large barracks, because we're going to need a much bigger garrison here. As you can see, we already have a couple of people in there thanks to our mayor, who is no one? Why is there no mayor here? Are you serious? I thought that we had someone here actually doing that. Okay, Anna, where are you? You need to come over here and help us out. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Right. Okay, so that is pretty good. Alright, so hopefully she's going to deal with that. There's no AI tag on there, but hopefully she's going to do her duty. I mean, we obviously have no money in terms of our faction money, so I'm going to have to do something about that as we go forward. Does anyone need to level up here? There we go. Ah, yes. Yes, okay. A couple of people actually do need to level up. And, yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way. There is actually, yeah, there was a comment. I think someone told me that there is the pay salary button on top of the party screen. Now, I know that, but the thing is with this, it's not always available, so you can't always do that. So you have to obviously wait until they require a salary, and then you can click the button. You can't do it beforehand, so even if I did want to reward my troops, as is the case, you know, even if I wanted to go like, oh, reward troops and reward troops, you know, that sort of thing, you can't do that with the pay salary button, I'm sorry to tell you. Anyway, it seems like Zinkov is now under siege once again, but do I care? I'm not entirely sure because, oh yes, Olga is probably going to be very annoyed at me if I take this. But do I mind? Do I mind? I mean, I'm gonna need to go in there. I'm sorry. I'm gonna need to go in there. I'm very low on food, actually. Oh, there's a discount on wood. Give me this. I will take all of it. Thank you. Very nice indeed. Let's buy a whole bunch of flour because apparently my troops love flour. You know, maybe they're all bakers. Let's just say that they're all bakers because they're probably gonna then be very, very happy to have a whole bunch of flour to use in their creations, you know, they're wonderful creations. Maybe some muffins, maybe some cupcakes, you know, something like that. That would be pretty nice. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. We can actually get everyone apart from the one squad out here, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. And, well, we've seen the effect of our forces. We've seen how good they can be. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a similar fan effect here, but we're not going to do anything too extravagant. We're basically just going to kind of move them a little bit closer to the flag here, and we'll try and just spread them out a little bit as well. Something like this, maybe a little bit would be good. And then we're going to do these guys, and this is going to be a bit more tricky because I'm going to have to take them all around here, I think, and then we can have them come in from the side. Don't really want them to come in from all the way over here, but the enemy is not very elite. I mean, no offense, no offense to the CFR, but they are not particularly dangerous. But now, you know, now that I've said that they're not particularly dangerous, you know what they're going to do? They're going to absolutely murder us in every single way. But hopefully not. Because bear in mind, last time we attacked one of their cities, it was nighttime. And, well, obviously our night camouflage and our night vision goggles and all those things could help us out in determining where enemies are and obviously hiding ourselves from view. But obviously this time around it is pure day. No clouds. Well, a couple of clouds behind us right there, but nothing much else to speak of. So let's have a look and see where I actually am. Okay, so I'm around here. The enemy's going to be spawning in here. I wouldn't be surprised if they're all going to be at the top of this hill. That's the reason why I'm being a little bit more cautious with our forces here. Because I really do not want them to run right into 45 enemies in that one location. So I'm just going to crouch down here for a second. And I think I'm actually going to move these guys a little bit more over to here. A little bit something like this. And yeah, something like that I think would be pretty good, because then they can all get up in the right sort of way. And these guys are not doing very good here. Why are they not moving? Yeah, the Sonorans are having some difficulties. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with them, but hopefully they're going to be okay. Ah, here we go, here we go. We have some enemies right ahead of me here. Kind of surprised at the moment. I'm not entirely sure what's actually going on. I think he was killed. I think he was killed, yeah. Let's actually just go to the top and see whether we can spy anyone. Ah, there's one. Or not, as the case may be. There's a whole bunch, and I'm actually going to run away. Yes, they got huge amounts of headshot. Ooh, hello. Okay, I've dropped down. Hopefully they're not going to kill me. 2 HP. I had 2 HP right there. Alright, so I have 20 armor left with my helmet. Yeah, that's... Good to know. Good to know there's a lot of people right there. So we're actually going to tell our forces just to go a little bit further here. And we're actually going to waypoint these guys to go a little bit faster there. I'm not entirely sure what these guys are doing. Let's tell them to charge in. They don't seem to be doing anything. As you can see, they don't seem to be doing anything. Let's tell them to retreat, because they might be a little bit bugged. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with them. But anyway, let's get Death Valley out there then. And we will tell them to go and assist a little bit. There we go. Because I really wanted to use the Sonorans because they are so incredibly well geared and well statted and all that stuff. But apparently they are refusing to fight for some reason. I don't know why. Guess it's a little bit of a bug or something like that, but I don't really mind, I suppose, because we are utilizing so many good squads at the moment. Oh, hello. Alright, let's be a bit careful. Let's not get ourselves killed too easily. Hello there. Ah, it seems like my forces are actually coming in. I'm very, very pleased about that. But you can see here, we're getting so many kills. I'm actually able to get kills nowadays, because beforehand, not so much. But now that we have such a great deal of marksmanship skill, we are pretty deadly. We are pretty deadly. I'm going to actually start getting our other forces up here as well. So we've kind of delayed our deployment just a little bit. I've kind of staggered them in a pretty nice way, in my opinion, because it makes it so that our forces don't all come up here at once, just in case there's a grenadier that has a grenade ready for us. You never want to be too clumped up or anything like that. And we've already taken one of these flags, which is pretty fantastic. Let's see if we can maybe head over here a little bit, maybe hide behind that building. Maybe we can hide behind this building here too. And Death Valley is actually moving, so that's good. Not entirely sure what these guys are doing. Yeah, I'm going to have to clear their waypoint, and I'll just tell them to go. Seems like if they have too many waypoints, they might not be willing to use them as much. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, but, well, as I say, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Well, it seems like, yeah, we haven't lost anyone. We literally have not lost anyone. And I think that this is a done deal. I'm actually kind of worried about facing them in actual combat, facing the CFR in actual combat, because, they have a pretty sizable army. Olga has a pretty sizable army. She has about 89 units available for combat. And they're going to be pretty harsh for us to deal with, I think. Or maybe not. I mean, these guys are dying extremely quickly, as you can see. I'm actually not even hitting their heads most of the time. And they are dying without too many difficulties. So, we'll see. Oh, there we go. He actually did take a headshot, but thankfully he did survive for his sake. But then he got murdered after that. Alright, so I'm thinking I might go over there and try to throw a grenade, but there's only 10 enemies remaining, so I don't know whether I even want to really waste one. So we're probably not going to do that, but it's really nice that we do have the opportunity to get more companions now as well. Oh yeah, by the way, that companion... Oh, am I dead? Yes, I'm dead. What actually happened there? I have no idea, but let's engage without us, engage without us. There we go. No one died. Everyone was killed. That's great. So 50,000, 2,100 experience. And as I was saying, the companion in Zinkov at the moment, he requires a relation of 35 before he will join us. And that's pretty harsh. That's pretty harsh. I think it's going to take a bit of time for me to be able to persuade him to join us as a result. But hopefully after that, we'll have another companion on our hands, and that would be great. Don't know what his stats are like or anything like that. So there's Olga. She is not going to be too pleased. Let's have a look who is here. Ah, Dimitro. Haha, hello there. Can you join me? Okay, Commander. Oh, he actually joined me immediately. That's actually really nice. Okay. So let's actually take a look here. I'm gonna just fix... Oh, wow, they don't have many buildings created here either, which is not particularly good. But anyway, let's encourage some business to be done. And storage, nothing else going on here. We could maybe build some things, but I don't have much iron, actually. So probably not the best idea. So let's just sell a couple of things, shall we? Let's sell some... you know what? I'm gonna need to do something else first. We will need to auto-equip these guys, or at least upgrade them a little bit. There we go. Seems like the rest of them are absolutely fine, so nothing really to worry about there. And yeah, there we go. Alright, so now we can actually create a new squad, so let's actually do that. And now, yeah, there's actually another desert that I really wanted to... technically it's not a desert, but it is a planet that is mostly known for its sandy environment. And someone actually did suggest this. We're going to go for Tatooine. Yes, we're going to go for Tatooine. And Dimitro is going to be the leader of this particular squad here. Let's upgrade him. There you go. He's already got a pretty good amount of different things on him there. And we'll put the bandit in here as well, or the gangster. He's level 12, so I think it makes sense to put him in there, at least for the moment. And let's change the squad icon. There we go. Let's change the squad icon to him. And we'll reward our troops. As you can see, it's a different button from the pay salary button. So yes, you know, that's how it is. Anyway, let's actually take a look and see what his stats are like. Oh, he's level 7. He's level 7, straight up. And we can actually get him a pretty massive amount of financial, tactics, all that wonderful stuff. I think I'm actually going to do that. Should I? I think I should do that. Let's get 5. Let's get 5 tactics. And we should probably get medical as well. Increases soldier health recovery speed. Let's just get 1 in medical, I suppose. Something like that, just to kind of give him an overall benefit. And I'm actually going to have him form his own army. And he will go and guard Zinkov, if at all possible. I don't know whether he's really going to be able to do that. Can't really give him a gift either. Do you have any suggestions? We should pay attention to diplomacy. Ah, well... it's a bit late. It's a bit late. We're kind of going really hard against the CFR at the moment. Anyway, I think I should probably sell now, shouldn't I? Now, what do they have in their barracks? It doesn't seem like they have that much. They just have militia snipers, armed bodyguards. Armed bodyguards are apparently pretty good. I mean, they are very good at SMGs. And assault rifles. They might actually prove themselves to be pretty good, but for the moment I'm not going to be buying anything else. And I suppose the best thing that we can do is head on to the last stronghold of the CFR. But I am a bit worried about that in general because, well, Zinkov is under siege and Zalaniv is just, it has nothing in the garrison. So... we either go over there and... yeah, you know what? I'm going to have to go over here and see what we can do because I don't think that Dimitro is going to be ready. Oh, he is actually attacking them. Is he going to win? Do you think he's going to win? He is. He is? He won. I'm very surprised. Wow. Good work. Good work, sir. Alright, so now we can pay the salary. As you can see right here, it's a different button from the reward troops button. And you can actually just pay the salary right there. There you go. Easy. Oh, yes. It's very easy. And there we go. We're going to be heading on. And we're going to go to the town because it seems like Dimitro has everything in hand. Oh, yes. He is fantastic, as I am welcomed by an absolute conglomerate of huge amounts of armies and patrols and things surrounding this town. This is kind of crazy. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna... you know, it's kind of weird that these guys are not wanting to attack me right now. They have minus 61, but I suppose they are not technically at war against us at the moment. We have the FCA and the Poznan being friendly with us, and we have the Valkyries being neutral with us as well. So I suppose that's pretty good. But I'm hopeful that we will be able to just rest here a little bit. Actually, do I even need to rest? I probably don't even need to rest, to be honest, because I can basically just go in there, heal myself almost immediately, and then we can continue onward. We actually do have a whole bunch of additional shotguns here as well, so it might make sense for me to go and replace the VA Vals with that. So let's do that. There we go. There we are. And this guy, what does he have in shotguns? He has 54. He's much better at assault rifles, so I guess we'll just leave him the way he is. And then we have the new squad, Tatooine, who just literally has this guy. Yeah, poor guy. Alright, so let's have a look and see what is actually going to happen here. Whoa, that's a lot of people. Okay, am I going to get better than this? Maybe. I need to make sure that that group of 75 and 51 does not get included in the siege itself. I think, ooh, that's Olga herself. Okay, could you just move away a little bit, Olga, please? I would appreciate it. Yeah, it's somewhat problematic to get them all away at the right time. There. I think that's good. I think that is probably the best I'm gonna get, isn't it? Yes, that is the best I'm going to get. Alright, so let's do this. So, as you can see, they do have a couple of reinforcements, but only 19 each, which I think is probably pretty good. And I think this is kind of nighttime. Is this kind of nighttime, or is it more dawn or something like that? It probably will be more dawn. But anyway, let's have a look and see what happens here. So you can see that the reinforcements are coming in 80 and 160 seconds respectively, which I think is an absolutely fantastic thing. That's going to be really, really good for us. And now let's see what we can do here. Wow, this is... I don't know how this is going to go, to be honest. I think this is going to be... This is a weird layout for me. Okay, so I guess we'll just... I mean, we got to tell these guys to just charge straight in, haven't we? We're just going to tell them to charge straight in right there. And we're going to go and tell these guys to go over in this direction. And we'll try and do that. Something like that. Because we want to take the flags, you know? We want to take the flags. Maybe we should tell Sahara to go and assist these guys just a little bit. And we'll tell them to proceed with caution. And then these fellows can go around the side. Really round the side. Actually, you know what? Let's clear these. I'm going to just do 2 waypoints. Because it has been shown that multiple waypoints, too many waypoints, tend to confuse the AI just a little bit of your forces. So I'm doing things a little bit differently this time around. Anyway, let's see if we can spot anyone immediately. Doesn't seem like it. Alright, I'm gonna go with the Sonorans. I want to see how the Sonoran squad actually fights and see if they are gonna be effective enough. Wait a minute. Why is that guy using a rifle? Why are you using a rifle? I gave him a shotgun. Did I not give him a shotgun? I thought I gave all of them shotguns. Maybe they didn't get updated properly because I didn't move on the world map. That might be the problem there. But oh well, never mind. I guess it's not a big deal. I mean, if all of them have shotguns, then they're not too good at, you know, long range and stuff like that. So I suppose it's fine. I suppose it's fine. All right. So we're going to be taking this relatively fast. Tell them to proceed with caution now as well, because no doubt we are going to get many, many enemies coming our way. And these guys are doing okay. They're doing fine as well. I'm actually hoping that we'll be able to ninja the last flag in the back there and be a bit sneaky about it. But if we can't, we'll just have to eliminate everyone here, which is going to be a pretty long and bloody battle, but hopefully we won't have to. Okay, so they've already received their reinforcements. I'm going to just prone down here because I would like to maybe tell my people to come a little bit closer, tell these guys to come in closer as well. And I guess we're just going to have to tell these fellows to go a little bit further than I anticipated. I'm going to clear this guy's waypoint because I think he might get a bit confused. Alright, so let's actually see what's happening here. Okay, we got that guy. Alright, so I'm actually hearing some very cool sound. Oh yeah, that's shotguns. That's the shotguns. Okay. So these guys are obviously fighting here. Can Sahara please catch up? Ah, I really do need that particular squad to come and help us, to be honest. Because the Sonorans might actually take fatal damage here if they take too long. Okay, I'm being shot at a little bit. Let's just peek out. Ooh, that hurt. Okay, that hurt. Let's get down a little bit here. Just gonna heal myself. And how are we doing over here? Seems like we're doing alright. And we're gonna be taking the flag here. Can they go forward a little bit more? I'd appreciate it. And let's tell them to go a little bit further, just like this. There we go. Alright. I think that's pretty good. I think we should be fine. I mean, we're doing very nicely so far, but obviously anything can happen. Anything can happen. These guys can have some amazing reinforcements. We could end up losing the Sonorans, but here's the thing. My main tactic that I'm trying to employ here is to distract with our main forces. So like the Sonorans and obviously Sahara are going to be in this location, and they're going to try their very best to distract the enemy to come towards us, if you know what I mean. To try and come towards us, to try and distract them just enough so that our other forces can maybe go in through the back and then as a result flank in a really devastating way. But obviously I don't know whether that's going to happen, because as it stands right now, it appears as though most of my forces are absolutely murdering the main force in the enemy camp. So that is kind of crazy. So let's just tell these guys to go along here, and hopefully they will be able to go to the flag and indeed take it. And we're pretty safe right now. We're pretty safe because the Spetsnaz are doing a fantastic job. Whoever said shotguns were not long-range weapons? Well, these guys seem to be proving everyone very, very wrong indeed. But it might not be the fact that they're using the shotguns. It might not even be the shotgun Spetsnaz that are getting the kills. It might be the guys that did not get their loadouts updated, you know? So that's kind of crazy in itself. Well, it seems like the main force of the enemies has been eliminated now. Only 2 enemies remain in that, and then we just have to deal with the reinforcements. And as you can see, the reinforcements are coming in from the side here. Hopefully our other forces will be able to deal with them relatively nicely. I'm actually going to take a little bit of a detour here because I would like to get my other guys in the situation a little bit quicker. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell them to charge, because I would like them to be, well, much quicker if at all possible. Yeah, there we go. They're actually starting to move now, which is nice. We just need to get them into the fight, really, because they haven't actually even done anything in this particular fight, and we're winning in such a dramatic fashion. It's just crazy, isn't it? Absolutely. So, let's see. These guys are fine. These guys are fine. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. So let's just continue to move them like this. Oh yes, the FCA Grenadiers. Look at that. Oh, that was crazy. Nice multi-kill right there from one of their grenades. Gonna have to clear that waypoint. Seems like there's a bit of an issue with the waypoints for the moment, but not a big deal. Easy enough to clear it out and reissue the order. And I think we can actually start moving forward now. Yeah, we can easily, because there's only 2 left. Wow, what a crazy fight. And this is exactly the reason why I think Freeman is pretty well balanced. And I know that that's going to seem like a weird thing to say. Oh, hello. Oh, never mind. He ran away. So, yes. Anyway, so as I was saying... Oh, did I just get shot and killed? Did you see that? Oh, well, never mind. Apparently I didn't, because I have 190 HP still, so that's absolutely fine. But anyway, as I said, I feel like Freeman is actually quite well balanced in terms of the enemy factions and what you're actually going to be up against, because in the grand scheme of things, when we get out onto the world map, I'm going to just explain my thought process on that, but I'm going to try and imprison all of those guys, thank you very much, and there you go. They've actually now declared war against us, which is going to be kind of difficult to deal with, because they're probably going to try and take back one of our other towns very, very quickly. They're going to take back Zalaniv extremely quickly, but hopefully they will all concentrate their efforts on this one. So anyway, what I'm going to say is basically, here's the thing. First off, you have the Uman terrorists, right? So you got those guys. They're not going to be too well geared, you know, they've got the kind of standard SMG, AK sort of thing going on, and obviously they do come with grenade launchers as well. So those guys are going to be, you know, they're going to be kind of harsh if you have a, you know, tightly packed army or whatever the case may be, and they might be able to take you out pretty quickly. Then you have the Chernivkan Front Rebellion. Now these guys, personally, I feel like they're the next step up, if you know what I mean. So first off, you start fighting the terrorists and obviously all the bandits and the looters and all that sort of thing. Then you fight the Uman terrorists, and then you fight the Chernivkan Front Rebellion, and then if you want to, then you can choose from there. And I think the rest of the factions are very well kind of even in terms of their stats and things like that. So it's pretty cool to actually see that there is a natural progression, you know what I mean? So you don't necessarily always have to go up against an absolute monstrosity of a strong faction here, there, everywhere, you know? You can just, you know, you can kind of take your time a little bit when there are predetermined, not even predetermined really, but just slightly easier enemies to deal with than what you would be normally expected to do. For example, no one is going to really want to fight against the Atov Federation from the very beginning, are they? There's no way that that's going to be a thing. Actually, Litvin? It says Litvin has 0 people there. It's probably because I'm actually too far away. I'm probably too far away to actually see. But yeah, anyway, that was kind of interesting. I thought to myself, oh, maybe we can strike a indecisive blow against them, but no, that's actually not going to happen just yet. Anyway, let's go into the merchant here, try and sell a couple of extra things. Sell a couple of these, and can probably sell some of those. There we go. All right, so yeah. Anyway, I think that's actually a really cool way of doing things with Freeman, because when you first start off a game, you're going to be like, okay, so I've got to kill bandits, looters. Right, you know, now I have a pretty strong, you know, squad after killing those bandits and looters. What do I kill next? I kill the Uman terrorists. And Drobin is now under attack. Are you serious? What is actually attempting to kill this? I don't know. But I hope it's... Is it the Chernivkan Front Rebellion? It is them, isn't it? I mean, it's going to be them, most likely, because they did just declare... Oh no, it's Desert Marauders. Desert Marauders, alright. So I'm actually going to go and tell someone... Okay, so Anna is actually injured now as well. I'm going to tell... Oh, he's actually defending Drobin. Ah, interesting. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. Right, okay. So let's see if the Chernivkan Front Rebellion gets eliminated. We are being attacked by a militia patrol, which is not a big deal at all. But yes, as I said, you know, then you fight the Uman terrorists, then you fight the Chernivkan Front Rebellion, and then you're going to have a pretty nice stepping stone, you know? You have a pretty nice stepping stone to the harder factions, and you don't just want to go, as I said, immediately into fighting those extremely difficult, very frightening units at times. Like the federal machine gunners and sharpshooters and things like that. I mean, no one wants to fight those guys when you have, you know, I don't know, level 2 or level 5, you know, level 5 guys. That's just ludicrous and crazy, and certainly not something that you're going to want to do immediately upon starting a game of Freeman, that's for sure. Anyway, as you can see, I'm actually just going for a straight charge right here, and I don't think we're going to really need to worry about anything, because these guys don't, I think, have any grenade launchers. I I don't think they have grenade launchers. If they do, then, well, that's just gonna be my luck. But I just want to get this fight over with as quickly as possible. It's actually crazy how much bombardment we are providing to the opponent right now. It is just insane. Just look at this. We're just firing everything, and including all of our grenades and things like that. So yeah, it's pretty insane stuff right there. Now, they're already fleeing. I think that is probably going to be it. And if the siege defenses are still giving us the same amount of cash, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with what we were able to do here. So let's just take out that militia sniper. He was actually starting to do a little bit of damage to me right there. So, not a big fan of that. Hello. That's another one. And he's dead. There you go. Yeah, so we're still getting 21,000 just for a simple attack by 18 units. That's pretty awesome in my opinion. Anyway, let's have a look. I'm going to take the iron, and we'll take the medkits and things like that, but I won't take anything else. Let's take the terrorist. And speaking of prisoners, I think I'm actually going to try... Can I... No, I can't persuade them anymore, by the looks of things, as you can see. So I can't persuade them, but yeah, I don't really mind, to be honest. I feel like they're not going to be exceptionally useful. No offense. No offense to the CFR right there, but I don't think they're going to be too useful. So it's probably going to be a good idea for us to just chill a little bit and, you know, see if we can maybe sell them. And, yeah, you can see here that these guys are literally selling for nothing, these raiders and things like that. But the terrorists and the rebel grenadiers and things like that, they always sell for a pretty decent amount, so we'll just sell all those. There we go. That's a decent amount in my opinion. Now, if we... I think there was actually someone that suggested in the comments that I raise the taxes. And that's actually a good idea. You know, if you have very friendly cities, very happy cities, then you can raise their taxes just a little bit and then see if that affects their happiness level. Because obviously I do not want to have a happiness level that is down in the dumps. I'd like to make sure that it is as happy as possible so that we get those free units being attracted to the area. I think that could be a pretty fantastic thing to do. Alright, so there's Dimitro. He's doing his thing, and I think we're pretty good. Ah, Zalaniv is now under attack. Oh, instantly. Did we lose it? We lost it instantly. That is actually kind of surprising. I thought that they would take a little bit of time at least, but you can see here, it's just a band of bandits. It's really not going to be anything to worry about. And I'm actually kind of surprised that the Chernivkan Front is not attacking us. Don't know what's going on with that, but I guess I'm kind of thankful for it, to be honest, because otherwise we would have to deal with them in a very strict manner indeed. But otherwise, I believe that will be it for this episode. If you'd like to see me attack a particular faction in the upcoming episodes, then by all means let me know, because I obviously am thinking that we're still going to be attacking the Atoll Federation, but they are very scary indeed with all their machine gunners and sharpshooters and things like that. So we're probably going to be in for quite a few casualties. And that will be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.